I'm joined now by Professor Sampson Mamphweli, who is the Director for the Center for Renewable and Sustainable Energy Studies at Stellenbosch University. Prof, just this past weekend we had the Sunday newspapers talking about NEC meetings to discuss the future of De Ruyter and the extent to which there was a push for him to be moved out of his position. Again, frustration coming out of the Public Enterprises Minister, at least that's also part of what has been reported, for him to be removed. Is this a decision you think De Ruyter took of his own accord, or did the circumstance simply push him to this point?
Good evening to you and the viewers. I think André de Ruyter took the decision by himself, but under severe pressure. And he had two pressures. He had pressure within Eskom because things were not going right for him. And he had pressure from the political landscape with very senior people in politics calling for his head. Some of us learned about a situation where he wanted to resign about 2 months ago. And some people within Eskom had to basically beg him not to go. So it's basically because he battled under pressure from both Eskom and the political landscape in South Africa.
Let's talk about what that pressure has looked like over the last couple of months. It's no surprise. André de Ruyter knew the difficulty of the task he was getting into by taking the job at Eskom, and one could argue that he has been largely supported in this position by the presidency of Cyril Ramaphosa. Where did things begin to come undone?
So yes, when he came in I think it was 2018 or 2017 thereafter, somewhere there, he did not have a full comprehension of the problems and the challenges at Eskom. And when he got there, he was given a very light picture of the challenges at Eskom. You will recall that he even went on a press briefing and said load shedding will be a thing of the past in the next 18 to 24 months. And that was based on the wrong information that he received when he got to Eskom. And then he got this support, yes, from the president and the minister of Public Enterprises. Things got worse with stage 6 load shedding during the strike, the Eskom strike, and afterwards. He then lost support from people like the Minister of Public Enterprises, because there was quite a lot of talks around him and the fact that he's not an engineer and things like that, by people who basically wanted him out of Eskom. And then there was this current wave of load shedding where the system just collapsed basically overnight from stage 3 load shedding all the way to stage 6 load shedding. And he kept saying, well, guys, I want out. And he said mainly for his own health. I don't know what are the reasons now that he's going to give. But many people kept saying, no, you're doing well, because I've even had the opportunity to talk to people who were in the previous board, without mentioning names, who actually told me that they had to beg him to stay because he was really battling under pressure. So I'm not surprised that André de Ruyter left. What I would say for now is that he left at the wrong time. The timing is not right. In terms of stability at Eskom, and also in terms of the turnaround time and the turnaround plans that are in place at the moment. You don't lose a management at this particular point in time. You should have rather stayed until about 12 to 13 months. When things start to stabilize, he could have then left, but I understand he was under severe pressure and he couldn't take it anymore.
All right. Professor Sampson Mamphweli, we'll leave it there for now. You can understand lots of analysis then over the next couple of hours, including what happens now, given the fact that we are in the middle of an energy crisis.